Hey, what's going on, guys? KitsuneTCG here, back with another deck profile, and today I thought I would show off another version of White Woods, this one using the Runick engine. Now, I definitely think that this is one of the best, if not the best, versions of White Woods to play. Last week I showed off a toy version, so if you're at all interested in that, definitely check that out. I definitely think that's a pretty good version, but I think, obviously the Runick cards are just very strong in and of themselves. So just combining them with this engine I think is a pretty good match. So I thought I'd just kind of go over the deck list here and then just show off a test hand at the end. Now for the White Woods cards, it is pretty much, it's the exact same engine that you include in pretty much every version of this deck. We are running 3 Asteria, 3 Rosette, 3 Sylvie, the 1 Racia, and then just the 1 of the spell and trap card. And then again, pretty, consistent usual list that you see when you're running a Runick engine. We have the 2 Fountain, 3 Tip, 3 Freezing Curses, the 3 Flashing Fire, 3 Destruction, and then the 3 Runick Slumber. Only thing that you're not running that you sometimes run is the 1 of like Smiting Storm, which you could definitely include if you wanted, but I don't think it's necessary in this version. From there we have 3 Ash, 2 Valor, 2 Talents, 1 Called By, 3 Imperm, and then the 1 of Mana DM Reframing. In the extra deck we have the 2 Hugin and the 1 Gary. Now Gary is pretty interesting because there are a lot of times where if you do draw a Runick Fountain and you can actually pitch it off of the White Woods cards, you can actually just add that back with Gary. Formula Synchron, Tri-Edge Master, Silvera, Racia, Diabel, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, the Visas Amritara, Crystal Clear Wing, Chaos Angel, Crimson Dragon, IP, and then SP. And then just a few things down here in the side that you can definitely either include in the main or just something that I think is necessary in the side. So definitely need to have cross out because this deck is pretty susceptible to Nibiru. So just having that either as like a main deck option or in the side deck I think is pretty important. And then, just kind of testing it out. I'm still interested to see how the top hat hair kind of like balances out. There's obviously a lot of, continuous traps that special summon themselves. So just finding the right one that I think works is going to be pretty interesting. Obviously Silhouette is, I think, a pretty good one, but there are definitely some other ones to consider. So, just kind of depends on what you like there. But yep, that is the deck. Let me just go ahead and go over and we'll show off a test hand. Alright, so we've got a test hand here. Just kind of quickly show off what combo in this looks like. We do want to go ahead and start off with Asteria. And we can go the effect of Asteria. It doesn't really matter which one we pitch, because we're going to be using one of them to summon a Runick monster, but we'll go ahead and just get rid of Flashing Fire. Asteria is going to bring out Sylvie. Sylvie will activate, and we will grab the spell card. From here, we might as well, we can just go ahead and activate Freezing Curses. And we're going to summon Hugin. We do have the extra Sylvie in hand, so that's what we're going to pitch off of Hugin. I mean, you could do the spell, but we're going to pitch that here in a minute as well anyway. And we'll grab Runick Fountain. We're going to special summon Racia, getting rid of Sylvie and Asteria. And we're going to activate its effect, pitching the spell. And that is going to grab us the trap. And then we're going to have a few things trigger here, so we're going to be able to put the spell back, and then we're going to summon back Asteria. Alright, so I've got the spell set there again. We're going to go ahead and go activate this spell. And that is going to grab us Rosette. now, got a few things we can do here. First thing we want to make sure we do is we want to clear out the extra deck zone, so we're going to use the 6 and that Hugin to go into Diabell. Diabell is going to add us back either one. We activated the freezing curses. We don't want to use that one, so we'll grab Flashing Fire. Alright, so now we do have the ability to trigger our Runick Fountain for Age of Raw 2 whenever we need it. First, we are going to go Reset, pitching the trap. And that is going to grab us Resea. And that will set the trap again. From there, we can go ahead and go Sylvie. That is going to shuffle back the level 6 Synchro. And we can go ahead and summon Resea. I don't have anything I would want to pitch for the draw one, so we'll just kind of have to let that part go, but we can use these two, go into the Vsauce to get us the counter trap, so we'll have an Omni Negate here. And that's kind of the last thing that we're going to do before we can go Runick Fountain. So we're going to activate Runick Fountain. And then, yes, we'll go ahead and go Flashing Fire. We're going to summon the level 4 Gary here. And Gary is just going to act as a way for us to go into Crimson Dragon. Plus, it also allows us to get that draw 2. So we'll put those back. It doesn't really matter in what order you do. Draw 2, did get a Slumber, so not the greatest one off of there, but we will at least be able to get a draw 1 on our opponent's turn. So we can go Crimson Dragon. We'll go Crimson Dragon, target Diabell. It's going to shuffle back, we'll bring out Crystal Wing. And then we can just go into a IP with the 2 remaining monsters we have on board. And that is our board. So we have a trap here that'll bring out anything we need and then let us Synchro summon. We do have the counter trap here for the Omni Negate. Crystal Wing, which will act as our monster negate kind of first. And then we do have the Diabell that we could use to bring out the Formula Synchron, which would then allow us to make the Crystal Clear Wing, or you can obviously bring out the Book of Moon. Just totally depends on what you're kind of going against and what your opponent has. And then we also obviously have the Effect Veiler at hand. So yeah, that is just kind of one of the possible inboards that this deck has. Obviously we also have the IP there, link away whatever we need. But yeah, let me know down below what y'all think, and I will see y'all next time.